What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm Pete. Now, guys, on this channel, it consists of almost everything almost plant related. Now, if that tickles your fancy, hit that subscribe button and sit back and enjoy the video. Now, guys, on this here video, if you couldn't tell by the thumbnail, I will be propagating my Tradescantia Nanouk. Now, I had to actually wait to do this video because I wanted this one to grow a certain way. Now, with any plant, you guys, literally with, okay, let's just almost, I don't know, it could be with any plant. Just say almost with every plant. If there's not, I don't say enough light source, but if if where your plant is sitting and the light source is not as strong as the plant will like it, then this plant will put more energy into stretching out in order to find the light. And most of you guys, I'm pretty sure, should know exactly what I'm talking about. Now, even from this distance, you guys can tell how leggy. Look at that purple. It's just, you can tell she's getting sun now, of course, because of the darkness of the foliage. But as you can see on the close-up, you guys, there is a good inch. Yeah, there's a good solid inch. Well, at least some of them. A good solid, yeah, a good solid inch in between each node, maybe more. And that's again due to the not lack, well, let's just say lack of sunlight. Now this one here was sitting outside in one of my grow tubs. Basically a what do you call that? One of those big clear totes, clear containers with a little water outside, you know. And this back patio that you're seeing, matter of fact, there is a plant shelf right here that you can't see, and she's the tub. You probably can see, like there's the outline right there. But anyway, guys, she's sitting in there, plenty moisture, humidity. But when the sun comes over south facing, it takes a while for it to actually hit this here container. So during that time and process, she's doing a lot of stretching and maneuvering to get to that light. And of course, once that light hits it, then you get your nice color that of course you bought the plant for. Now, if I'm not mistaken, this plant can revert back to a the regular green form if you're not giving it enough light, just because of the green, of course, that the green pigments that are in it, of course, will take over. But luckily, I haven't had any of this happen as of yet, but for the most part, it shouldn't, just because honestly, they sit again in the south facing window. But like I was saying, you guys, we're going to propagate this one. I wanted to get this long, waited for this video so they can get long, like I was saying. So it's it's a lot easier, you guys, to actually propagate them. At least for me, when you have plants and they're growing like in the perfect conditions, then hopefully you're not wanting to propagate them because the nodes, the inner noding, are locked. And when I say locked, I mean they're close. So say if you have a philodendron Jose Bueno, they're like $12 million now. So if you get this plant and you're planning on getting your money back, maybe chopping, selling, whatever the case may be, but usually chopping and propping, then if your conditions are perfect, you guys, then your risk, it's going to take you a little while to get your money back, or you're going to have to up that price of your cuttings because of your nodes are so close that even when you're deciding to cut it, you're probably going to cut into another node, or you're risking cutting too close to another node. And as that plant is healing over, is not going to, that node is not going to actually hatch. So it's a lot of risk at having the perfect conditions, especially if you are, well, only if you are trying to propagate, which can be hectic. I should have brought you guys, let you guys seen the other one. You can tell the difference. You know what, you guys? Let me run and get it so you can see the difference. Now the other one, yeah, I'll explain when I get it. All right, you guys, I made it back. So, um, here's the other one. As you can see, still pretty maybe even darker. Let's turn it around. Yeah, it looks a little bit darker, you guys. Now this one sits inside of my bathroom, which again is the south facing window. Sits directly inside of that window. Now these windows are, I don't know, you guys, but I put a picture in the name of the kind of window. I know it, but thinking about it, kind of having a brain fart. But I as you can see, the inner noting of these are a lot closer. Now, even though you still can propagate these with that inner noting lock, as you can see, that is not too bad. But you definitely can tell the difference from when they're looking a lot um, more compact than leggy, which is here. With this one here, just with the colors alone, with it being leggy, it doesn't really bother me. Just again because of the color, but you can definitely tell the difference. And um, yeah, so what I decided to do, this is, I'm not, of course, not going to touch this one, but what I'm going to do is cut this one here up, and we're going to propagate this one. More than likely, um, yeah, I'm going to do spag with this one just because of, I'm pretty sure um, it's a lot easier for me, and I'm pretty sure that if I tried to do any other method aside from water, wouldn't really work out unless again the conditions are right. And I don't know, you guys, but what I do know is for the mother, I could be chopping and talking, but for the mother, I'm going to leave at least one leaf. For the mother, you guys, we're going to put those inside of an actual hanging basket, like I have the rest of my Tradescantias in there. Now, I don't know if you guys heard me, but what I'm doing, let's push this down a little bit, is basically cutting these off into little nodes, and these things give off little sticky sap after them and cut. Now, what I did, you guys, was just cut 3 stalks off. I could do this one right here, but there's not much there other than stem. Again, even though I could cut it, and with me thinking about it, yeah, I'm going to cut it right above the empty node. So this is what we are working that's left now of my Nanouk, which looks a little pathetic, but of course, with the healthy root system, as you can see, with her being inside the humid box, she has been growing like hell, and as you can see, the roots are coming straight through. You guys, oh my goodness. Side note, I took out my one of my plants in my grow tent. You guys, I think I did a video on that. This has nothing to do with it, but I'm cutting leaves off of different plants. But yeah, I went to go and check on one of my plants, and I'm pretty sure all of them are just, I don't say a wreck, let's just say a mess right now. But what I end up doing was this. I have spag in here too, guys. Most of you guys should know that. Well, my spag is pre-moistened. I use um, my Miracle Grow and rain water, and I put it in here. I literally soak it so that it's, you can wring it out, and then I leave the top off and let some of the water evaporate out until it's the exact consistency that I want. Even though there's an easier way, get the water measurements right, but yeah. Um, yeah, guys. I went into my grow tent to check a plant. What I'm doing now is pulling back the extra sleeves off of these. Um, anyway, long story short, guys, I just did a video not too long ago when I had to do some plant maintenance and the roots were coming through. Let's just say the roots that you seen that time, that I seen, was it yesterday or the day before yesterday? Let's multiply that times 10. Like, for instance, that Burl Marx philodendron, just, guys, like, if this is the Burl Marx pot, the roots was probably that long, and I'm literally not over exaggerating this time. They were freakishly long, and I'm like, This is what happens when your conditions are damn near perfect, you know? But let's get back to this. Oh, you guys, I never knew this. When you cut your Nanouk, it bleeds a little purple. Mm, I didn't know that. You won't see it because this here is whitewashing it, but it's bleeding a little purple. But anyway, you guys, what we're going to do, um, most of you guys should know what nodes are, but again, let me do it this way so I don't knock anything over. If you know me, guys, I'm prone to knocking things over. Okay. Each leaf, again, just like on almost any plant, there is a node. And as you can see, with the experiment that I was doing, this makes it a lot easier. As you're looking right here, there's a node. You see that dark purple line right there? That is considered a node. That is another node right there. And I'm pretty sure under this leaf, yep, and under that leaf there, there's a node as well. Now, what I am going to do is shave this off, shave some of that stem off. What you want to do, you guys, is cut your plants just so. This right here, if everything works out right, you guys, this will give me a whole nother Nanouk plant just from this one node, which is just wonderful, you know, with at least with most of your plants. Oh yeah, it's purple on the shears as well. Cool. Um, but yeah, it's going to give you a lot more plants than what you initially started off with. Now this one here, I'm just going to go ahead. Well, I could leave the leaf. Most people like this leaf here, they would take it off so the plant can focus more on this one. I'm pretty sure it'll drain its nutrients off and start anew, just because there are two nodes on this one right there and right there. But what I normally do is, guys, is put this down in here. You'll see. But I don't have to cut this one. But what I'm thinking about, or what I'm going to do, as I said before, is make just the variegation. You can see the pink variegation. Let me show you. Don't know if you guys can see this, but there's pink variegation up and down this here. Come on. Where is it? Well, you can see it up and down, kind of up and down on the stem, which is cool. I'm trying to make a bigger pot of these, preferably a hanging basket. Let's cut that one more time. A hanging basket of these. I'm not sure if I want. Oh, it looks like she was fixing the flower. Yep, this is a flower bud. Flower bud right there. So she cover your face. All right, guys. Yeah. So she was fixing the flower, which again is okay. I could take this off, but the actual coat or the bud coating, I forgot what the name of that is called. Anyway, it doubles as a leaf as well. So don't want to get rid of that. But as of now, you guys, from that cutting, which I could have got more, but I didn't want to cut it bare. And even if you look down and inside, there are new shoots. Come on. There are new shoots as well. And with me cutting these or heading these, as most would say, it's going to promote new growth from the bottom, especially if there are nodes down there. Now, as I said before, I'm going to place this one here. She's going to go down inside of one of my old Costa Farm pots. The hanging, oh, here it is. The hook part is right here. I usually don't use the drainage part, but I typically use them. I don't use the drainage part during the winter seasons because I don't want any water lingering around. Even though I have spag, and now I think 99% of my plants now are in like a airworthy kind of mix per se. But still, I don't want any water lingering around during the wintertime. So, once I finish this, I'm going to go out and, of course, get the back and pop it back on the bottom and pop it back on. And then she's going to go back, not outside in the container up there. but she's going to go back into the south facing window. So let's go ahead and get this on this ball, this, this ball on the roll. Okay. So this is fine. Let's move her out of the way. Then I also, you guys, for safe measure, I have take root, rooting hormone, garden safe, grow new plants from cuttings. Now, this stuff here, um, of course, whitewash. But anyway, guys, pretty sure you've seen this before. Garden safe again, rooting hormone. I use this stuff when I have sensitive things like this, like most Tradescantias, you guys can go a little while without watering, which is definitely okay with me, but they also are very prone to root rot, so I wouldn't go too long without watering them, and definitely I wouldn't overwater them as well. The roots of these guys kind of remind you of like a sort of a Rex begonia, I would say, very fine, thin root system in there. What I'm doing now, you guys, is pulling some spag out of here. Again, this spag is pre-moistened, so I don't have to water it as well, but knowing me, guys, I'm pretty sure I will put a little top it off with a little water, just so I don't forget not to. You get what I'm saying. Um, but this is what we're working with. Do I even have any? I currently don't. Yeah, I'm typically forgetting things. You guys know that, huh? All right, so I have my spag here. I have my rooting hormone now. I'm gonna show you guys. Here's one of the nodes, one of the leaf nodes. Now what you can do, you guys, is dip this in. But most people, and what I would do or recommend you do, let's cut a little bit more of that stump off, is make sure that whatever you're using, your shears, your knives, whatever case may be, straight razor, is clean. You're gonna take your sharp end, which is that end there, and what I normally do, you guys, is scar the node area, just the whole entire stem. Accident prone, I tell you. Let's see, you can see that. Come on. Yeah, you go. Yeah, so I've scarred, scorned, however you want to say it. Um, the stem, and even including inside the node as well. So that makes, so you basically, you guys, you'll see exactly why I do that. When you do it in your hormone, make sure you get all of your excess powder off. Again, this stuff is definitely not cheap, you know. It's not that expensive either. I think I paid maybe $9 for this thing, but trust me, it goes a long way. But this is what we are looking like now. I'm pretty sure you won't be able to see it now because it is coated in that white hormonage powder. What I'm going to do, I took some of the spag out, of course, so I can work with it. What you're going to do, let's do this, you guys. Whoa. You guys can see what's going on here. Sorry for the shaking. Trying to move my stand and the camera up so you guys can get a little bit more direct. That's what's going on. Probably again should have used another lid, but what we're doing, I'm going to take this here and we're going to, now I can either put it in like that so they're facing upward, or you can either do it like this so the leaves are slanted. Now doing it this way for me personally gives the plant a lot more balance once it starts to root and actually sends up a stalk. As you can tell, this is flat, so it will root straight down. And this part right here will actually anchor your plant. Now, you can definitely do it like this with no problems, but with me personally, I've learned sideways works a lot better. But what I'm going to do is turn these this way because I do have some that are freestanding. And of course, it just looks better as well. So what I'm going to do, slide these down in here. So since I'm going to slide it down in there, guys, we are just going to make sure everything is tight. Now, It fell. Oh, okay. Now this one here is the same way. Since I'm not using the whole entire stem, I'm just going to scar again the bottom stalk, and then also the node. Going to go down in my hormone powder here, shake, 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 and that's what we're working with. And again, as I said, I have 1, 2, 3, looks like 4 of these that must, yeah, I'm going to need some more spag. I want these guys to be, I love them to have a tight fit, you guys, so that the spag actually has a tight, secure fit with the actual plant. Let's move this over. The actual plant itself, so that there's no quote unquote air pockets. Definitely don't want that, especially when you're working with cuttings or um, when you're trying to root anything. Really, air pockets are horrible. They can hold a lot of unnecessary moisture for one. Bacteria, mold, anything, you guys. Let's turn that around so you get enough light. Okay, so I have 2 of these. I'm gonna stick that one there and then fill in the rest. So the rest of these, you guys, are again a lot easier. Look at that there. Accident prone. I just cut that completely off. And then that was the node there. Even though there's another node at the top, I'm gonna leave that little guy on it. But I'm going to go here and scar that other node as well. Dip this. Keep the broke node on. Has rooting hormone on it. Tradescantias, you guys, are very, very easy propagators. I mean, we're talking to the point where if they break and fall off, guess what? Have a whole new plant. And typically in nature, that's exactly what's happening. It falls off and just keeps growing. Falls over, keeps growing. Well, that's with almost any plant, especially aeroids. They touch the ground, yeah, it's a wrap. They're going to grow with or without your permission. Let's get this one right here. I have to go in here, guys, and as I said, I wanted this tight, so definitely need some more spag. You know, most people say, never put all your, what is it? Never put all your eggs in one pot, or never put all your apples in one batch. Honestly, I would recommend that, but I know I can find these if anything happens. But my success rate with propagating Nanouks this way has been literally, you guys, 100%. I've yet to have it fail with this process with the Nanouk. So, yeah, but knock on wood, let's just hope not. Nothing happens this time, because, you know, you just can't have all the luck, you know? And eventually something will happen. So, but for as of now, yeah, I'm proud of myself, and I'm going to continue to do it this way until I find a better way. And even if I do have some fails along the way, I'm pretty sure um, my success rate is and will be a lot higher. All right, guys. So, putting this last one in here now. And bury her down a little bit more. Trying to make sure these nodes are in, especially the ones that have um, one actually leaf on it. All right, guys, we are done here with this one. All right. So this is what we're working with the propagation. Just wonderful full pot there. And again, this is the mother. Now what we're going to do real quick with her is pot her up. Now all of my Tradescantias, this is why I said like 90, 98, like 99% of my plants are in spag. Now all of my other Tradescantias, And I think I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 varieties, I think, at this point that yeah, you guys have most definitely seen already. So the mixture again that I'm using is like the ones for the rest of the ones. I was going to use that pot there, but decided to go ahead and fix her inside of a hanging um, situation instead. Now with this, you guys, what's going to happen once I propagate these? I'm going to go back and put them inside of um, the mother inside with the mother plant. Now, the trick, you guys, that most people don't know, or the trick that I use to get my plants back inside with their mother, of course, will be the substrate that you're using. Now, of course, you guys, my substrate. Let me use this up here so it doesn't fall. My substrate is very airy and thick. Consists of mostly mulch. Um, just my aeroid mix, you guys. I did do a video on my aeroid mix. Run over and check that out. But mostly it is full of mulch and stuff that the plant can hold on to, pull liquids, nutrients up from. But for me personally, it also helps me with the adding in process. If you're using regular soil, again, nothing wrong with that, but you're risking now. This is the root system. It was not like that when I got it. Trust me, I checked. Just wonderful. These little. I'm scared to take this loose. Oh gosh, so scared to take this loose. Um, but the trick is, you guys, is using a thicker mix. I'm just gonna have to break some of this so that, yeah, there we go. That's the best I'm going to do with this. Don't want to disturb it. I know I did disturb it because I popped some, but anyway, it helps me out a lot when doing this. That way when it's time, I can show you just like with this Nanouk. Now the soil they use, as you can see, maybe not, there it is. Roots like that. It pulls inside and grows thick, spreads with your soil, and then once you're trying to add your new pieces in, it's going to be hectic because you have a lot of a lot of roots right there in your way. You're going to be puncturing them, and depending on the plant, you could have a very, very strong, um, vigorous growing root system, and it most definitely will hurt you to try to put them in there. Kind of like, most definitely like your begonias, which I can tell you is a process. Ugh. But my trick, you guys, is I use aeroid mix. Again, I wouldn't say aeroid mix. Let's just say airy mix. This mix here is not um, as airy as my aeroid mix, because this mix here also has a percentage of regular garden soil as well to give them something extra to cling on to. But yeah, guys, using this heavy chipped airy mixture here, I'm able to directly pour the extra off, um, and then actually get my cuttings and place them in there, and then get the extra soil, and then just go back and fill her back in, which makes the process a lot easier. But yeah, guys, that is it here for today's video. This here is what we have left. I'm going to go in and just water these guys down to be on the safe side. The temperatures are going up. Today was 89 degrees. So yeah, it's getting a lot humider and hot here in Georgia. So yeah, I'm going to water these guys, and they're going to go into the bathroom now. So I might put this one outside back in that tent, for the humidity. Probably not, but she's definitely going into the bathroom. But yeah, guys, that is it here for today's video. I have to do some cleaning. Um, please do me a favor, hit that like button. Also comment down below. Let me know if you have any Nanouks. Let me know if you still are waiting for them to come in your area. Now, Nanouk has been out for a while, and they just finally got here this year. Just like not even going to go down that ranting road, but I think the video is out now. I don't know, but yeah, I did a whole bunch of ranting on one of our, I say our because there's a lot of people who shop with them. Our favorite plant sellers who just rubbed me the wrong way. So yeah. But yeah, guys, that is it. Let me know if you can find these down in the comment section. Let me know if you're still looking for them. Also, guys, hit that subscribe button. This button should be gray and not red. And I will see you guys, should be tomorrow, with another video. Bye. Oh man, guys, I can't wait till this get big. This is gonna be a huge pot. I'm gonna keep this separate, but insurance purposes. But this is going to be nice, and I really just cannot wait. Like, oh my, look at this. Check this out. That color, just spectacular.